Hey everyone, this is Matt again. I'm coming at you with the third deck matchup of the day. This time we're doing Eldlich versus Zombies. So not just Zombie World specifically, but it's like Adventure Punk Zombie Synchro, right? Like, so ever since people started playing Punk, and I think Zombies got some new support possibly. I've been seeing a lot more of this deck. It just kind of is a mashup of like good stuff dot exe, right? Like you have the Adventure package, you have the Punk engine, you have like some Zombie World stuff, and then you have of course, like a bunch of just good synchros. So yeah, but I'm playing Eldlich, and I'm gonna show this guy why, because technically Eldlich is technically a zombie deck. Which of these zombie decks reigns supreme? So I guess you can kind of see in the spoiler that based on the number of replays here that I do 2-0 this guy. So let's get into it. So I do win the die roll and go first. So I open with Extrav and Duality, which is always nice to see. Then this is why I like to run 2 of each, because you're never going to see 2 Extrav in your opening hand, right? Because the second Extrav is dead, it's a brick, right? And these two are not mutually exclusive, so I'm going to go ahead Extrav, draw 2, and then Excavate with Duality, and then I'm going to add Solemn Strike, because Solemn Strike is an amazing, amazing, amazing card, right? It's just so busted, it can just take out problematic monsters. Yeah, I almost always go for Solemn Strike here. Plus, like, I already have an Elixir, whereas the other 2 cards were Eldritch Engine pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and set everything except for Trap Trick. The reason I hold Trap Trick is because Trap Trick, you need an open slot in order to search a thing, right? And at this point, I don't know what deck they have, right? So I kind of just want to wait and see. Plus, like, Trap Trick is just like, oh, backup. But I feel like with this double Solemn Strike Torrential and Elixir plus Conk, I think this is good enough to just win. So we'll see what their board is. All right. So instant fusion into Thousand Eyes or Millennium Eyes Restrict. This does nothing because we don't have monster effects, but it's just another body for them. So here comes the Adventure Engine. So when Fateful activates, I'm gonna go ahead and chain Conk and Elixir to pop Fateful, so he doesn't get a search. All right. So he doesn't get a search off Fateful. He's gonna activate Zombie World. Okay. Another ready fusion. So this is a tuner right here. It's a level 2 tuner. And with this, he can make a Synchro 7. But I wait until he summons. Once he summons this guy, which says, like, he's now capable of making a Synchro 10, which is Baron de Fleur, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and torrential this board. Yeah, I'd rather hold my Solemn Strikes for other reasons. Like, here, I'm getting rid of 4 bodies on the field, right? Whereas if I wait for him to Synchro, he makes Baron, I Solemn Strike it, he's still going to have the Adventure Token, he's still going to have Millennium Eyes. I'm just going to be like, you know what? Get rid of this whole field. So he's going to go ahead and banish this and summon out Millennium Eyes, which is kind of weird. Like, okay. I'm going to go ahead and get... I'm getting Waquero because Waquero is really good against Zombie World. Because if his Balderrock hits the graveyard, you just banish it away, right? I think that's probably more like easier, more versatile than just banishing, getting rid of Zombie World. Because if his Balderrocks are banished, like his Zombie World becomes useless, right? So I do not set Trap Trick because I have a full board, but I don't think I need it. So he's gonna make Hulk here, and I'm gonna Solemn Strike the Hulk summon. So that's, can't revive it. He's just gonna scoop here. He has 1 card in hand. I have like 4 face down. Yeah, that's just a scoop. There's nothing to do about it. So yeah, game 1, relatively easy and straightforward. Yeah, zombies are pretty easy to win against. Let's go into game 2 here. So in game 2, they do make me go second, but I have a godlike opening hand, right? Lava Golem, so get rid of 2 of their problematic monsters. Lord of Heavenly Prison, protect my back row. Curse Eldland, which will let me like grab an Eldlich and maybe send it to the graveyard to get rid of one of their cards. Skill Drain for the follow-up turn, and then D-Barrier to just prevent Synchro summoning. So amazing opening hand. Obviously, I sided in Lava Golem going second. I also sided in Shadow-Imprisoning Mirror, which you do not see here. but it might come up later. But yeah, I also sided in sphere mode because I saw, oh, he's putting a lot of bodies on the field, especially with like Griffin and the Adventure Token. That's 2 bodies on top of what other bodies it has. Yeah, Lava Golem in sphere mode, 3 of each, mandatory, going second against a deck like this. So let's see what he does. So, summon the token. Faithful grabs the Griffin. Grabs the thing. So Prosperity, it's funny, he Prosperities into there's evenly matched, right? Which well, I guess he chose to go first, so I don't know why he put an evenly matched going first. That doesn't make sense. He goes for E-Telly. Kind of the greed play, but I can see why. Okay. Okay. Draco back. Ooh, the Chaos Ruler. 3, 4, 5. So the funny part is, he does mill a Twin Twisters and then evenly matched. I just always think that's funny. Zombie Hulk. Baronne de Fleur. We have the Baronne. Alright, so we go into my turn, right? Let's see what my draw is. I draw Trap Trick, which is great, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Lava Golem, Baronne, and Griffin. The reason why is because I do plan to out this Adventure Token, which will out the Draco back in a bit, right? But I figured Baronne and de Fleur, Baronne and Griffin need to go, right? I guess I could have lava the token and it would have ended up on basically the same. Curse Eldland is going to grab me my Eldlich. Activate Lord in hand. Activate Eldlich in hand. So I send D-Barrier. The reason being is because I already cleared like all their synchros and I'm not really worried about them synchro summoning anymore. Especially since it's like, well, I have Trap Trick. I could always search D-Barrier for my deck. I have more copies. So yeah, so Hulk is going to make the formula. Formula is going to make this thing. So he goes ahead and synchros formula with my Lava Golem to make Chengying, which is a really good card. Banshee is going to grab Zombie World, and because Banshee banishes herself, she's going to banish both my Eldlich and my Curse Eldland, which one would argue may be devastating, but you know, it is a good play. Like, this is the best play he's made so far, is banishing my Eldlich and Curse Eldland. But, look at my hand. I have a Skill Drain and a Trap Trick, so whatever he wants to do on his turn, he's not going to be able to. So I shotgun Skill Drain because I don't want to give him any ability to banish and get Chengying effect, because Chengying effect is really annoying, right? So Faithful is going to grab the thing. Going to grab this, okay. So that's going to get a token. And then he's going to activate the P.U.N.K monster in hand to special summon. So I knew he had the P.U.N.K in hand, right? And I knew he was going to special summon. So at this point, in chain to this effect that will summon, I activate Trap Trick, grab Torrential Tribute because the summon is coming, right? And when the summon hits the board, what does it say? This is going to increase an attack by 600. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna chain Lord of Heavenly Prison. And then I put out Torrential Tribute. So the reason I waited on Torrential Tribute is because he only had 3k beaters, right? Like, it was kind of like a game of chicken. Like, the threat is greater than the execution. So once I had Lord on the field, right? And by the way, Lord sets Elixir because I didn't have one, right? So Elixir will get my Eldlich engine going next turn. But yeah, once Torrential Tribute was on the field and I had Lord in defense position, all his monsters are 3k or below. So really holding Torrential Tribute, like, I held it until his board filled up, and he was basically out of plays to make, right? Yeah, that killed my Lord, but like, he literally exhausted all his plays before I activated Torrential Tribute. So sometimes you just gotta be like patient with Torrential Tribute. I think I had considered Torrential Tribute on the P.U.N.K summon, but I'm like, well, I have a 3k defense mode beater here, like, he can't out it, right? unless he just keeps summoning. And as soon as he summons a monster that might be able to out it, I Torrential, right? But in this case, he filled up his board and then I Torrentialed. So, yeah, Torrential Tribute is such a good card. And now I'm going to go into my turn. I summon Eldlich. And look what I drew. Shadow-Imprisoning Mirror, which is amazing against zombie decks, right? So his Hulk is gone. His Adventure Engine is gone. So all I have to worry about now is his zombie engine, which is dark monsters, right? And, you know, they're dark monsters that activate in the field and graveyard. So I'm going to go ahead and swing for 25. Set Shadow-Imprisoning. He's going to get the Fateful. It doesn't matter. Oh, he discards his Doom-King Balderrock, assuming he's going to be able to summon it on his turn. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Conk. Like, why do I not grab Huaquero? Because now that I have Shadow-Imprisoning Mirror, there's no point in Conk, right? Like, or in Huaquero. Like, you know, if I didn't have Shadow-Imprisoning, yeah, I would Huaquero, draw phase, banish his Doom-King. He doesn't summon it back. But I have Shadow-Imprisoning Mirror. I don't care about Doom-King. Watch this. Standby phase. He's going to activate Doom-King. Now I'm going to Shadow-Imprisoning Mirror. Oh, man. I love this card. This is a side deck, by the way. This card destroys a lot of decks in the format. Sky Striker Ray can't activate. They can't access code. They can't Zeke. They can't Ningirsu. You know, what is it? Access code can't do anything. This shuts down Ad Ignition. This shuts down Branded Despia. This shuts down Zombies. This shuts down everything, right? With the exception of like Sword Soul. Actually, this shuts down. I mean, this turns off Vishuda bounce, but I don't bother citing it against Vishuda because the bounce is, you know, relatively minor. But this shuts off like a lot of problematic dark monsters. So yeah, run this card in your side deck. It is amazing. You just win, right? And especially with Branded Despia, they have a lot of graveyard effects. You flip this, they're done. They're completely done. Like, they literally can't play through this. Like, oh, they can try summoning the light fusion monsters, but the light fusion monsters are like way worse, right? Anyway, and it's easier to deal with them. Okay, so yeah, let's swing. I'm gonna set Conquistador. I have 2 Conks. I know Conk is hard once per turn, but you know I want to be able to pop on his turn and on my turn if necessary. So end phase, I'm gonna pop this Adventure Engine. Yeah, I was basically gonna link climb and I think I was gonna link climb in access code and destroy him. Oh wait, no, I can't link climb in access code because of Shadow. I don't know. I was definitely planning to OTK this turn. I think I was gonna take out Fateful Adventure or Zombie World. Hold on, let me see. I forget at the time. So 2 of his rights are gone, and all 3 of his water entrenches are gone. So yeah, I would have popped Zombie World here, not Fateful Adventure. And then what would I have made? I guess I would have. How would I have OTK'd? Oh, I know what I would have done. So to OTK, what I do is so this Conk will pop Zombie World. Conk link into Imduck. Imduck link and probably. Yeah, and the other Conk link into Win. Win cannot revive their. No. Okay, so I'm Conk link into Imduck. Imduck link into Win. Imduck and Eldlich link into Win. Eldlich in the graveyard gets rid of Skill Drain, revives itself, 3,500 in Win. Win revives Broen de Fleur. Broen de Fleur pops their Fateful Adventure. And then I have 3,000 attack, 1,850, and then 3,500, and I just swing to win, right? That's how I was planning to win. Yeah, because I noticed they had a Broen in their graveyard, and I was going to revive that with Win to Win Charmer. So, yeah. I mean, alternatively, like, because he's only at 49, I could have just the 2 Kongs Xyz into Constellar Pallades, and then just swing for 5k. That could have worked too. But yeah, he clearly saw that I had game. And like with Shadow-Imprisoning Mirror and Skill Drain, like there's nothing he can do from his perspective. So yeah, he just surrendered. So yeah, Eldlich is the superior zombie deck. If you're playing other zombie decks, you might as well be playing Eldlich. Although I will say, the zombie world engine is It's kind of interesting and fun. So I don't blame you. But like this guy had to go and be the meta slave and mix it with punk and adventure and the synchro shit. But whatever. So yeah, Eldlich still best deck. Easy 2-0 here. Yeah, I didn't even draw Witch's Strike. Oh, yeah, Witch's Strike is another card I cited in that I didn't see. Because I know they have Adventure and they have Barone. Yeah, this is a game where Witch's Strike is highly, highly suggested to side as a side in. I think I took out Gozen Match because I'm like, well, did I take out Gozen Match? I don't know. I took out something, but um, yeah. So anyway, that's how you beat Zombie, Punk, Adventure, Synchro, whatever. Uh, Hope you enjoyed. Maybe I have more matchups coming. I gotta check my plethora of replays, but yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.